got a great outing from Justin today. He's been in these situations the past few weekends where he either needed to win the avoid a sweep or even series one, just how big
last year, that guy might have been our biggest recruit, right? I mean, with everything that happened, and that's why we throw him on this day, because so much is at stake on a Sunday or a third game of a series, in this case on Saturday. But man, that base is loaded with no outs. That was the epitome of competing, you know. And I give Justin a lot of credit because Coach Bellinger made his visit, and we say all the time during a heated competition, you have to think and communicate calmly, clearly, and non-defensively. And Coach Bellinger comes off the mound after the visit and goes, "Coach, we just had a normal conversation." There was no part of him that was not in control. He was in total control. Now, was the ball going where he wanted to at the moment? No. But they had a normal conversation, and to his credit, he was able to make that adjustment. So when you think of what it takes to be a winner, there's 5 stages. You got to be right mentally, physically, behaviorally, right, technically, and tactically. That was the tactical piece. And Jason Cummings does a great job with our team and a lot of our leadership work. That was a perfect example. And you know what? The guy gave up 1 hit, the first batter, as all of you know, of the game, and basically did not allow another hit. Basically, no hits through 8. Right? I mean, it's just spectacular.
How big was it to avoid being swept by Florida at home?
Well, first of all, I need to thank the Big Blue Nation again for what an unbelievable crowd, what an unbelievable atmosphere. And when you think about the job that Kevin Saul and our staff did to bring in those temporary bleachers, and we just keep filling, and you know what? Maybe we got to get more because they just keep filling them up, and we know more and more and more. But just so appreciative of the home field advantage right there in the 9th, the job that they did for Chris Montgomery to come in with the game on the line, and yeah, to get it to within 1, but the job that the Big Blue Nation did, just my wife and I, all of our coaches, our staff, everyone just so appreciative. And you know what? There's a part of me that looks back and go, man, if we do a good job in the 8th and 9th inning of yesterday, maybe we win a series. That's how close it was. So, but happy to get a win.
What does this do for the momentum going down the stretch this last month or so?
So, you know, we have played some really, really good teams. Right now, I'm telling you, our strength of schedule is inside the top 10. We've played that I have seen, and we've played as many top 10 opponents as anyone in the country, if not the most. And all it does is just keep making you better. And you know what? We talked before the game about our team, but that's why you come here. You want to play the best teams, and you know what? You actually learn. That's how you learn. You don't learn from not playing good teams. And you know what? We just had a conversation and we talked about, hey, what does it take to win a national championship? What has to happen? And playing good teams and beating good teams is what has to be done. And you know what? We've beaten a lot of really good teams. And this team should be confident because when we compete and we do the things that are within our system, our team's really, really special.
You're going to get Zach back next week?
That's the plan. He'll continue to do his throwing program, and if that goes well again, then yes, he'll be back, and that'll be a big piece. Now, he's not ready to jump in there and throw 5, but just to get him on the mound would be huge, and that would be a huge lift for our team.
Nick, you were plan though to work him back in slowly to be in the starting role, or is it too late in the year? Would you want to leave him in the bullpen, or do you know yet?
Well, a lot of it just depends how he just keeps responding. So each time he throws, he threw yesterday off the mound, and that went well, and so we're just going to have to see how he feels. Maybe it is a starting role. Does he throw 1, 2, 3? You know, who knows? But the whole thing's going to be how he feels because, like anybody, I think you guys know this about our staff. We really care about our student athletes, and we're going to do whatever we can to make sure he's healthy. And if he is, then we'll pitch.
Nick, you were confident today you were going to win. Why was that? Beyond the usual, you know.
No, I feel like I'm confident every day.
Right.
You know, but I'm telling you, this team, for whatever reason, this team is really good at coming back late. We have shown that, right? And we had to get off to a better start. But when these guys, for whatever reason, and this is my job as the head baseball coach, it's my job to pull their competitiveness out of them, however that is, and to hold them accountable for when they're not. But you could just tell by the first inning of the game, we had 7 straight at-bats, 7 straight quality at-bats, 5 of them with 2 strikes. And I could just tell that there was a grit and grittiness about our team. And you know what? When we show up with that the entire game, and here's the thing, this is a team sport. So it takes everyone. If there's one hiccup, whether it be defensively, on the mound, if we have a bad at-bat, the whole thing can change. So it really does take everyone. The strength of our team is our team. But man, not everyone gets to be held accountable because someone else maybe doesn't compete. It takes everybody. And to beat a really good team, you got to have the entire team, including the guys on the bench doing charts. It takes everybody, especially to beat a premier team. And we showed it from the first pitch.
Did anything change for the batters today? Was it more patience, or I mean, was there anything different today because it seemed to be more consistent?
No, yesterday we were 53% quality at bats against a really good team. We were one off our goal, and we grounded out at bats. And yesterday, I don't know if you guys remember this, 9 of our last 12 at bats yesterday were awesome at bats. We finished the game like we have been, strong, and it just carried right over to today.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Thank
guys
you.
for being
Thank
here.
you.